What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we're going to talk about Omega Red Phoenix Force, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell you why you should not buy this character, why you should not even consider maybe getting up this character, because he's literally bringing nothing to the table. There is no way I can sugarcoat this. You guys know I like to be very honest as possible. And when there is something that is clearly overpowered, I will tell you about it, and I'm going to tell you to consider purchasing if you like the game. But this is not the case. This is an epic character that is absolute dog shit. And this is something that Scopely is doing more and more, is just releasing characters that have terrible kits, really terrible kits. This team, the Phoenix Force team, they have Awaken abilities. We're going to talk about Awaken abilities. You also have to consider if you're going to build up Phoenix or not. There is some stuff that you can do with these characters, sure, in different game modes, but it's not going to be super impressive, or you're going to be super dependent on specific characters. And this is a dark promotion credit. This is a character that it might take years and years for you to unlock him, and this might be what you have for a very long time. 4 yellow stars and that's it. Because, well, you only get the red stars from the 1 of 5 race event, and that's gonna take a while because you cannot get level up super fast. So it's a lot of information, and we're gonna try to bring it down as fast as possible. And as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it to your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button like a boss. We're gonna start off with the offers. The offers for this guy, they are pretty ridiculous because, of course, we are talking about an epic character. The only thing that is epic is the price point. The price point is absolutely ridiculous. A lot of people ask me which are the best offers. Depends on what your goals are, which is, do you want to get a 4 yellow stars? Do you want to get a 7 yellow stars? How many yellow stars do you want? The best shards per dollar, it's gonna be this offer right here. This is the one that gives you the most shards per dollar, and if you take into consideration the next event where you'll get a 4 stars for free, that means you'll end up the event with a 5 stars Omega Red. Now, if you buy this offer, you also get a 5 stars Omega Red at the end of the event, but you only start with a 3 stars Omega Red. So you're gonna be missing out for a few days, and it's the same price point, so it's absolutely pointless. Then we have this offer for $50, 70 shards. This is not going to unlock you the 3 stars, you need 100 shards. And if you buy these offers here, 30 shards, you are paying $1 per shard, $1 per shard, so it's going to be a total of 80 shards. We also have these Awaken abilities. We're going to talk about these Awaken abilities in a second, but after you complete the event, you will still have a 4 stars Omega Red. Everyone is going to get a 4 stars Omega Red for free. So the fact that you are paying $50 and then you are still going to have a 4 star Omega Red, this is absolute nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. So once again, with these offers on top, at the end of the event, you're going to have a 5 stars Omega Red. With these offers right here, we're going to have a 4 stars Omega Red, and that's it. So you really want to make sure that the investment you are making gives you enough shards to get the next yellow star, because otherwise it's absolutely pointless. With this said, let's talk about other thing that is also pointless, which is the Awaken abilities. So you can buy the Awaken abilities directly for $30, or you can buy them with these packs. These Awaken abilities, they are not good. If you go back into the game and we take a look at these Awaken abilities, once again they are dog shit. Yeah, dog shit. Everything in this game is dog shit nowadays. In Crucible, the damage of this character reduces the max health of the target by the same amount of damage that you deal. The problem is that you are not going to use the basic until the 3rd turn, and it's actually very rare for you to do the basic. You might be ability blocked and be forced to do the basic, but the basic is not something that you want to do on purpose unless there is nothing else to do. And we don't know for sure if the Awaken ability is going to affect the ISO weight. Based on what I have seen so far, it does not affect the ISO weight ability. So this is just going to be for the normal basic attack, and that's it. So right there, you are paying $30 or $25 extra for an ability that most of the times you are not going to have the opportunity of using, which is terrible. Then we have the passive ability that also has an Awaken ability. Lower the armor of the enemies by 100% if they have bleed, and lower the resistance by 50% if they have bleed in Cosmic Crucible. So this works on offense, this works on defense, but this is an exclusive Cosmic Crucible ability. The problem with this ability is that you need to apply bleeds to the enemies, right? If you don't apply bleeds to the enemies, the ability doesn't do anything. Can you apply bleeds to the enemies fast enough to matter? The answer is no. The only way you can apply bleeds to the enemies early on is with Mephisto. And if you're gonna pair up this guy with Mephisto, I mean, it's not bad, right? It's not bad, but you might be compromising other rooms that you have on your defense, or if you decide to use Mephisto on offense, then you're also compromising, right? So once again, you don't have enough combos and you don't have enough situations that will allow you to benefit out of this passive with Awaken abilities. So going back to the offers, should you consider any of these offers if you're going to get Awaken abilities? Absolutely not. It's not just relevant enough. For the Krakens, if you're a Kraken, if you want to spend money, of course you want to buy the 2 Awaken abilities, right? Because, well, you're getting the shards and you're getting the Awaken abilities as well. And after you want to cap it out with this other offer. But if you see that the Awaken abilities don't have value, which 99% of the times they will not have value, then these Awaken abilities are pretty much meaningless. Absolutely meaningless. Absolute dog shit. They don't mean anything. It's like something that is on the floor and you just ignore it. It does not matter unless you step on it. So if it's the case that you step on it, then you have to deal with it. Anyway, let's go back to the character. This character is not fast. Is not fast. He is at 120 speed. You can make him a little bit faster in Cosmic Crucible only if you have a protector that does not gain taunt. So it has to be protectors that spawn with taunt, or you cannot have any protector. And that's going to be a big problem because there are a bunch of characters that are quite nice that are protectors. So for example, you have Captain Sam. Other characters that would be nice with Omega Red and Phoenix is duos. And right now we have the duos of Spider Weaver with Spider-Man 2099. You also have Hardlight with Black Cat and Robbie Reyes, or Photon. We have the Sentinels, we have a Gladiator, we have Rogue. We have a bunch of protectors that are very, very good. But once again, this is only going to work if they have taunt on spawn. So all these protectors that you have on the screen, you can only use 10% of them, which is super, super lame. Or you don't use protectors, or you don't use protectors on the team, and half of your roster you cannot use it because you cannot pair up with the proper characters. So you need to keep that in mind. Now, something you need to keep in mind is one of the best characters to pair up with X-Men, or with Phoenix specifically, is going to be our boy, I cannot find him, but it's going to be our boy Nightcrawler. So Nightcrawler is going to fix a lot of the problems with his team because he's going to give speed bar to the team. He's going to give speed bar to Phoenix because she's X-Men, and he's going to give speed bar to Omega Red because he is not a mutant. And even that Omega Red gets speed bar if you don't have any protector, the Nightcrawler is going to give him additional speed bar. So it's going to make him be a little bit better than he usually is, but not too crazy. The problem with Nightcrawler is that Nightcrawler is way too good, and you need Nightcrawler with other teams as well, or with Extreme X-Men, or to counter Illuminati with Odin. We have all these characters, and from the Envoy footage, which we have a lot of Envoy footage, we know that Omega Red with Phoenix will not be able to beat this Odin composition. So we got a bunch of videos from the Envoys. The videos were a disaster. They could not prove to anyone that the team was like going to be good enough. So why would you spend money on a team that is not able to do much? It's a huge problem. It's definitely a huge problem, and I really don't know what Scopely is doing. I really don't understand. They don't fix anything. I can show you my results from Cosmic Crucible from this week, and I don't have like any place where I would say, oh yeah, I'm going to use this character because this is going to give me more efficiency. So we have this one. You can see I won 3-0. You can see that I'm top 50 or top 150. I was trying to get top 100, but unfortunately the season ended up 1 week too early. So we have this counter right here. Would Omega Red and Phoenix be better here? No. Would Omega Red and Phoenix be better here? No. Would Omega Red and Phoenix be better here? No. Would Omega Red and Phoenix be better here? No, because we have protectors and whatever. Would Omega Red and Phoenix be better here? No. Would Omega Red and Phoenix be better here? No. So where would I use this team? Where would I use this team? I have to use this team on defense. Maybe I have to use this team on defense because on offense, I literally don't have any place where they are good enough, relevant enough to bring anything of value. Not even in efficiency. It's not even in efficiency. Like Immortal X-Men, they also don't solve a lot, but at least they give you higher chance of having higher efficiency on your scores. It's not the case with Phoenix Force. This team is an absolute dog shit, and it's very disappointing. Because when you take a look at other epic characters, these characters were absolute game changers. These characters were absolute game changers. When Iron Man came out to the game, he was 2 stars, and him together with Ella, they were soloing entire teams. Back then, Darkhold with Dormammu was meta, and those 2 characters alone was soloing everyone. Then we had Zombie Juggernaut. When he came to the game, the 3-piece Undying, they were destroying everyone. Now Scarlet Witch came to the game, and she's also destroying everyone, including Mephisto teams. She's also destroying. Captain Britain. Captain Britain is still a problem today. One of the reasons why Cosmic Crucible is so problematic, it's because of Captain Britain. And guess what? Omega Red doesn't do enough to be relevant against Captain Britain. And all these characters that we just take a look, the Undying characters and Captain Britain, they have Awaken abilities. Captain Britain definitely has a lot of Awaken abilities, but Undying does not have Awaken abilities. And once again, Captain Britain was more impactful than this team really is. Another problem is that this team is super slow. The team is just so slow. It's really terrible. Without Nightcrawler, this team is absolutely super slow. And then we have other problems. Phoenix, sometimes she absolutely does not want to die, and you cannot transform her into Dark Phoenix. Then she's a summon, so characters like Kestrel will be able to block her, so you cannot even convert her into Dark Phoenix. You need to make sure that we have something that stops Kestrel. Then when she becomes Dark Phoenix, she does not have defense up, she does not have, or rarely she has offense up. The revive she does with Omega Red, it does not always work because he might be killed with Black Bolt, and then he cannot revive. There are a ton of situations that make this quite problematic. Phoenix, when she transforms, she should have damage reduction, or she should have some other buffs to keep her alive, or barrier, or anything. The team is just not good enough. I don't know what to say, and Scopely wants you to spend a ton of money for this. So once again, like I said, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This team is absolute dog shit. When Phoenix is transformed, this is important to mention, she's a summon, so the isolate does not work for her. So what the developers should have done is that she applies vulnerability on the basic. So this would simulate like she had isolate without having isolate, but it's not the case because the developers, they are sleeping. They just had 2 months of vacation, and now they have another month of another week of vacation. Can you imagine this? You have 2 months off, and then you have another week off right after you start working. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous, and I don't know what else to say. Right now, this is not a good team. There are a few abilities that are are just not performing the way they should, and compared to other epic teams like Illuminati and Undying, this is nowhere near as impactful. And we have to wait until next year to see the next rework that these characters are going to have. It's quite disappointing that characters like Colossus and Magic and Cyclops don't have like minor reworks just to make them viable. They don't have to be meta, they could have viable like 25% boost on the stats or something like that, just to bring some relevancy and allow some theory crafting with this character, but it's absolutely not the case, so I'm not sure. Once again, in terms of Omega Red, don't buy it, it's a waste of money, just participate on the event and you'll be fine. And that's it, no sugarcoating, no shilling, no bullshit, this is the reality of it. Nothing that the Envoys did on the test server was impactful enough to justify this. They were using this character at 7 L stars, 700 stars, which is going to require you 1 billion gold for you to obtain that, plus the amount of money you have to spend. And on the test server, they were not even facing characters with diamonds, which have 45% more stats. So everything that we saw is extremely misleading, and it was already bad. So if it's misleading plus bad, that means on the live server it's going to be way worse. So keep that in mind when you're making your decision. Once again, in my opinion, this is an absolute skip. Participate in the event, unlock him through the event, and that's it. And that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. And if you found the video helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content. And I'll catch you guys later.